I was had the privilege. I go back a long way with John Carpenter. Had the privilege of working on Halloween, production designer and editor. And one of my assignments was to figure out what the shape. Nobody called him Michael Myers, believe me. What the shape was going to look like. And so the script indicated it probably should be a sort of blank-faced mask, but we also talked about a clown mask as well. And so I went out and shopped around and found an Emmett Kelly mask. And blank-face masks were hard to come by. There was like Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, and you know who. And so I bought one of those masks and took it back, and we auditioned them, and the clown mask was indeed spooky and strange, but then after I modified it a little bit and changed things around and spray painted it white, that's Krylon white, appliance white, the guy walked out and it was damn spooky, and we couldn't quite figure out why, but we knew we were onto something. Anyway, so as part of my assignment as having designed the mask and doing set inserts such as closet doors and the like, anytime the shape had to interact with a set, that is, bash in a door or something, we were poor, we weren't looking for take two, had to be right the first time, and so that meant get the guy who knows about the sets to come and do it. So it was fun to join the brotherhood in that way. My art department was a couple of unsung heroes, Randy Moore and Craig Stearns. We were the art department, which meant everything you can think of. Usually you got a lot of people devoted to a lot of different tasks, but we were everything from props to most of the costumes and certainly cars and everything else you can think of. And Randy and I are prepping the closet scene, putting those doors in that got broken away when I went in to try to get Jamie Lee. And poor Randy, we're in a big hurry. He's stressed out to beat the band, and he's got two big 10-penny nails in his hand, and he holds them up, and he's going to pound that one into the wall, and he hits the wrong one, and it goes right into his finger. And he turns to me, and he's got this 10-penny nail sticking right out of the end of his finger, and he goes, "Pull it out, pull it out." Far and away the most gruesome thing on Halloween, I can tell you that. I could talk about missing scenes. I don't think I can say much with authority about the TV print because I haven't seen the TV version. Typically TV will cut out a lot. I do know that they cut out so much of Halloween that John had to run out and shoot some...
I thought you don't have a Halloween ringtone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't have it in budget, but are you Halloween?
I know that it so much got cut out that it was too short, and John had to run out and shoot some filler so that it would be the correct length for television, which is going to tell you something about the TV Halloween viewing experience. I would assume that's not worth watching. Sorry, but I mean, when you got to fill it back in, I know that he didn't go out and shoot incredible sequences that were missing from the original that we needed to have, because that was a lean and mean script. So I imagine the TV version is maybe kind of spotty. Is in the which room?
He's in like a courtroom.
A courtroom. You're talking about a TV version that I know nothing about.
Okay, that's maybe what I was.
As to the original, I was the cutter, and eventually I gave Charles Bornstein co-credit because he was such an invaluable assistant editor that he became the co-editor. But missing scenes, not an inch. Listen, that was a $300,000 movie. We used everything we had. There is one sequence of Jamie Lee in the bedroom when she chats with one of her friends. Kind of a thoughtful scene. Nothing much really happens there, but John hated it. The day afterwards, he just found it too ugly. It just wasn't up to his standard, and we reshot that scene. We sort of squeezed that into the schedule. That's the only one. As a matter of fact, it went the other way. The finishing montage you see where there are all these empty streets, those were not planned shots. I grabbed those off of like pre-slates where the camera gets set and it's rolling and it's an empty frame, and then on action the actor might step into the frame and the scene begins. All that entire montage was cobbled up out of just grabbed footage pre-slate. That was invented in the cutting room. That was not scripted. There aren't any missing scenes from Halloween. We were still in the infancy of our careers, all of us. We were just kids, kind of fresh out of film school and stuff. And so for John, he had a modest release on Dark Star, and Assault on Precinct 13 had done some business in England, but we had yet to taste what even it was really like to have a film that we had done in a theater in America doing well. So, God, you know, when Halloween came out and people are not just enjoying it, but like audiences are like standing up in their seats screaming, that was something else. It was a gas. Wow, that's a stumper. One line. Gee, but it's great to be back home.